Ow.
Alright, everybody, I'm Chris Trexmore.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Kid.
And we're still playing Kingdom Hearts. So, what's up?
This game never ends.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Eventually. It takes a while. And I'm pretty sure we decided we weren't going to do like a 100% playthrough for the secret ending or whatnot.
No, that would probably be too tedious.
I mean, it's not that bad, because I feel like a lot of this stuff you get, and then there's nothing that's missable. So once you revisit the world, as long as you know what you're looking for in each world, it's not that bad at all. Also, I'm so glad I opened that window. It's much cooler in here already. Maybe you guys can't feel it.
Yeah, you're kind of between us and the window.
Listen, I'm fine with that. But yeah. Also, I was just looking at the frame rate, and it like hard dropped for a minute.
But we good now?
Yeah, we're good
Yeah,
now.
it looks like it's settled out.
Even though I'm pretty sure we have the bitrate actually set very low. Because of Purple Panda, if you've been watching on Mondays/Fridays/Saturdays.
So people are getting shit screen quality?
Yeah. But you know what? That's they're still subbing, and that's what the YouTube is for. Because even here, I feel like the internet quality isn't the greatest anyway, especially because we're on the wireless. If we had a wired connection, it might be better. Because I mean, this is a residence, and I don't know how much like he pays for his internet here, but it's usually pretty solid because uploading and downloading stuff isn't too long here.
Yeah, I can't blame him if he doesn't want a $150 internet bill like I've got.
Yeah, when we were in the old the old type of house, I think we paid for like the highest tier available. Granted, at that point we needed it because there were four of us in the house, and I just started streaming and uploading and all that stuff.
And everyone was on Xbox Live all the time.
And then not just Xbox Live, we were on Xbox Live and Netflix and everything, and like individually in our own rooms because we're gamers. Why are we going to talk to each other? Yeah. The good old days.
You want to talk to the guy across the hall? Just get on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Chat with him.
Yeah, all of us with our like Turtle Beach headsets doing call-outs, and for some reason my mic stops working. I just run to the door, open the door, and I yell, "He's on blue! He's on the ramp! Get him!" Or
that just makes me hope the new Halo's not shit.
Do you have high hopes?
No. I enjoyed the multiplayer of 5. Don't get me wrong, I did, but the campaign was garbage.
You know, I don't honestly remember doing a lot of the multiplayer in 5. I remember playing 4 for a while and being like, okay, you know, this still feels like Halo, but, you know, I'm not having as much fun because I'm not playing with my friends anymore.
Yeah, that's really what it boils down to. It's just, it's not a local experience anymore. It's you're playing on live.
Was that the first time we met? Was at one of Chad's Halo Fests? I feel like it was.
It might have been, yeah. I remember I was so bad.
At Halo?
Yes.
I mean,
in general.
same. But
I remember there was one time where it was like the final such and such number, and there was only like the number of slots were only, there was one left open, and he just basically lottoed it off. And I got it, and you're like, let's be real. I'm better at this game than you. I should go in. I'm like, probably, but I'm going to.
I said that to you?
Yeah.
Jesus, I was trash at that game too. Well, why would I say that? Like, really, probably anyone else in the house would have been better than either of us.
I was the worst one, though. Because I'd almost never played Halo.
Yeah. Even though, again, like, I do think that's where we met, so that's really funny. Like, and then, not necessarily, because even in LOI and the high school days, like, we were around each other a lot, but not until we graduated.
We didn't really hang out. We just were in the same room a lot.
Yeah. Because also that was back in the day when I ran Halo and you ran Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
My, how times have changed.
Times have changed.
Jordan, do you have any Burvane high school memories you'd like to share with the crowd? You know.
None really.
You look very intense over there. You're just like.
I didn't hear that.
I said nothing really.
Yeah, your mic's probably
No.
Too far away.
No.
Yeah, that's better now.
You see where it's here? Just straight on. Now say
Is that
something.
better?
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing how often I have to teach people how to talk into a mic. You think it'd be a little bit intuitive, but people always want to do that thing that you guys do where it's here. And like, it's depending on how loud you talk, you can get away with it, but when you put it here right in front of your mouth, it makes a huge difference. And then straight. I can't.
Well, it's not like I'm used to using this kind of headset. I'm used to using one that's just more cheap and
yeah,
for
the
Xbox.
more like omnidirectional ones that pick
Yeah.
up the sound of literally everything.
I should probably look into a setup like this, but the problem is I'd have to look into a setup like this for
Okay,
my stream.
so James bought a mixer, and it was like $60.
You gotta understand, when I stream on a laptop on my bed.
All right, so you see this thing? That'll feed from the mixer to that. The laptop it was hooked up to earlier. James uses for his podcast, so it's possible. And then you can just like you can actually get like a wall mount or something too. If my setup was a little bit more stationary, I would definitely consider something like that. But it goes with me everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited. James is like building up his equipment for the podcast and stuff because that means I get to start stealing it when we go to really big tournaments and I don't have to pay for it.
I should stream more. I don't do it enough. I used to do it a lot more than I do now.
I mean, do you just want to stream in general, or you just want to like stream to your channel and build up your audience again?
I mean, honestly, if I really tried, I could probably have affiliate within about 3 days.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but you know, you're part of the house, man.
I am, but I'm not paid for it.
I mean, neither am I. Like again, I get something from obviously the subs and the ads, but
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
The main appeal for me would have my own emotes.
Yeah.
That would actually be the only thing I want.
Well,
The monetization options don't mean a lot to me because despite the fact that I may not like the people I have to deal with on a daily basis, my job's actually really good.
yeah. But
No.
what I was getting at is like, I could give you this channel, well, not like give you the whole channel, but
The
like
stream
login.
key to stream
Yeah.
when you're not.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I figured this.
that's one of the things that
We talked about that a long time ago, actually.
we did when we were first starting, which I'm mildly surprised that. I mean, obviously I've changed it a couple times. Do not die.
It also depends on what I'm streaming. Like,
Yeah.
for example, I wouldn't want to stream speedrun attempts on Typo House because it's a lot of just watching the same level get played over and over again. Yeah.
But you know, if people are entertained by it, that's not a problem. And one of the nice things about that is it is a very dedicated audience, much like the Smash Brothers. But having multiple people stream to the channel, like everything we do on this channel, I'm involved, which not necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely takes its toll on me. And we are Typo House Games, not T-Rex Plays anymore.
Yeah.
So having
T-Rex Games originally.
yeah. But having multiple people provide content for it, makes the Type of house feel a lot more full, and that there's different kinds of content that you guys could find here. Which I'd love to do something like that, and build it out more than just doing Super Smash Brothers, which I've already done a couple of like different kind of games. Like we've done Pokken every now and then. Every time I get asked to do Pokken, but we did the Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament the other week. And I actually had a lot. Yeah, it went fairly well. We had 8 players. Tournament started like 2 hours late, but that's a different conversation. I had to fight with one of the HDMI splitters, but
Oh, really?
the fight wasn't as long. I knew that's why I kept like changing between this one and that one, because of this one, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's overheating or if it's got a bad power supply or what. Even though the power supply we're using right now is the one that goes with this one. It happened on Monday too. Like it was working fine, and then somebody goes to plug in their Pro controller to the Switch, and then it just cuts out. I was like, I'm not surprised. I'm annoyed, but I'm not surprised. Especially with this being the new one. Like I said, I've already returned this. I just have to mail it off, but I need it for this weekend. So, but yeah. So I definitely wouldn't mind doing more like DBZ, and then Mortal Kombat's coming out soon. I can't. I know it's next month.
I forgot. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in a little while now.
Do you
I
remember?
played 9.
Do you remember BJ?
BJ?
Yes.
From Legendary? Or was it Legendary? I don't remember.
I think it was Legendary.
He was
Games.
one of the people who was initially involved in the room. But
Yeah, back when it was going to be Paradise.
Yeah.
Which I love that name, by the way. Like not Paradise, but Pair-A-Dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a pair of dice.
Yeah. Which I don't know why you would ever have a pair of dice. The only time I think of a pair of dice is like a pair of fuzzy dice. But anyway. Craps. Okay, I can see that. But he went to the Purple Panda where we
Great sword. Oh.
For D&D, yes. But he went to Purple Panda, and he's like, hey, I'd love to run a tournament. And, of course, the guys at Purple Panda is like, well, we have a guy doing stuff. Let me put you in contact with him. And he's like, yeah, he said he used to run a store here, black guy, I can't remember his name. And I was like, I don't know who you're talking about. And I was like, BJ.
BJ.
Yeah. So BJ's the homie. We might be doing April 23rd is when Mortal Kombat comes out. So not as soon as I thought it was, but
Yeah, it's a month
still,
away.
yeah,
A little less, but
still very close. So we might be doing a Mortal Kombat tournament coming up soon. It depends on what he's expecting and stuff like that. Because when I messaged him, he's like, I just kind of want to run a vanilla tournament. I was like, all right, well, first off, are you running the tournament or am I running the tournament?
yeah, that's always the question that matters.
It's a very big question because if I run the tournament, I'm fine with that. I just I need to know what you expect because if I bring in the stream and everything, I can do everything by myself depending on how many people are there. But it is a very stressful process having to do everything. And the bright side about Mortal Kombat is I don't play Mortal Kombat, so I don't have to try and juggle playing, running the stream, and going. Yeah.
It's just a matter of rules.
Yeah.
And typically, like, Smash Bros. Is one of the most complicated rule sets in, like, any fighting game because stages matter a lot more in Smash Bros. Than they matter in most fighting games.
And then, stocks, time limits, items.
Yeah, typically with fighting games, it's just best of X. That's it.
Yeah, and then are you character locked if you win, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't a lot of FGC games do that. If you win, you're character locked?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's most FGC games, if you win, you're character locked, whereas in Smash, if you win, you just have to decide you're changing your character first.
I was going to say I feel like Smash has one of the larger rosters in the game, but I also know that's not necessarily true anymore. All right. This is where you fought Maleficent, right? There's supposed
Yes.
This is supposed to be where Oblivion is. I think so, anyway. I think it's behind the throne. Or is there a throne? Also, you have anxiety when.
Yeah, paranoid parrot. Save game again.
Maybe you have to close the keyhole again. Because I feel like that's a trigger for a lot of things.
Who the hell are these people?
Depends on this.
Hey, listen.
I don't recall ever meeting them.
You see them in Birth by Sleep.
Which wasn't canon until it came out, which was years after this.
Yeah, but at the same time, I kind of like that you don't really encounter most of the princesses because it feels like there's an actual threat. Like, they've achieved so much already, and now you're just coming along and, like, they're about to succeed. Like, from a storytelling perspective,
Yeah, it's
I
not
can,
horrible, but
yeah.
it's like, I don't feel like I'm saving anything when I don't know half the shit that I'm saving.
Yeah. But yeah, one of
Another fight, yeah.
I'm always a little hesitant to talk about some of the stream stuff because I feel like it can get kind of boring. But at the same,
Bye.
I mean, you
That
could have
was
done that
easy.
regardless. But I feel like some of the people are kind of
And this is
interested
where the
in
dragon
it.
fight happened.
Oh, so the Oblivion might be here then. I don't know though, because that's one. It's one of the better
this is where the
keyblades.
Riku fight happened. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oblivion's one of the better keyblades, and two, it just looks cool. So it's one of my favorites. Especially because, in high school I wore all black all the time.
Oh yeah, so did I.
The good old days.
Remember
the trip
that's
pants. Yeah.
Trip pants and shit. Yeah, I remember the Hot Topic days.
Yeah. Good old Hot Topic.
$50 pair of pants that don't last for shit.
I mean, mine lasted pretty good
They
until
were made of very flimsy, thin
very
fabric.
thin. Yeah.
So they get snagged on anything. It's like, well, that's another pair of pants
torn.
I have to buy.
And there were a lot of things that they could get
yeah,
caught
and
on.
including
Yeah.
themselves because they have chains and shit all over.
Yeah.
them.
Well, I wouldn't wear the chains most of the time. And then there was a
Well, we
pair.
weren't allowed to.
Yeah. There was a pair Raymond gave me, and it was actually like really thick material. It was like my favorite pair for the longest time.
Yeah, it's something that probably feels durable.
Yeah.
My favorite pair was the ones you could get where they had the zippers, so you could convert them
Take
to
'em off,
shorts.
yeah.
So it was a lot more breezy.
Yeah, but the unfortunate thing was, if like, and it's just a thing with like all zipper pants, shorts, whatever you want to call them. If you bump your leg into something and like it hits the zipper, there'd always be a bruise right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The good old days.
The good old days. God.
I can't remember when. I feel like it was right before you started Kung Fu with us. You posted a picture of me. And it's like, man, Chris, you haven't aged a day. And at that point, I hadn't, but now I'm definitely feeling
The
it.
age is it's
Yeah.
more real.
Yeah. you know, if I could lose the 20, 25 pounds I wanted to, I feel like I would look just the same. But you know, that's where the age always gets you.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gut. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just.
And, you know, among other places.
All right, is Oblivion in here? Jesus Christ!
I'm pretty sure you have to close the keyhole before you can get Oblivion, like the Hades Cup, which is kind of a pain, because I think you could arguably beat the game right now, right? Probably. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to double check.
Still have to go to the darkness, right?
Yeah, but that's, you know, I feel like that's here. Yeah. Keyblade.
Keyblade. Okay, I believe you.
Oh Jesus! He put out a video with because they were just talking about like the GDC, and one of the guys was talking about stuff that was coming up, and I feel like that was a major missed opportunity, like with upcoming things and things coming up soon to go. Okay, I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah. If you guys haven't, and it's my stream, so I'm allowed to do this, but Just a Pancake on YouTube, hilarious videos if you enjoy Kingdom Hearts content, and some of the things that
And
go
it
on in
summarizes
Kingdom
the
Hearts.
story very well.
Yeah. Which, you know, we've been making fun of the story a lot, and I feel like I've said myself that the story's kind of convoluted. I actually don't think it's that convoluted.
It's convoluted past the first game.
Yeah. Well, also, it's just, you know, between all the different systems and stuff you've had to play on, it was a little bit hard to keep track of. And, yeah, there are certain things that happen, like all the different enemies and stuff like that, and why they exist and stuff like that. And I've said stuff like that
And
like
things
4 times.
and things that just kind of contradict what was established before for the sake of expanding the universe.
Yeah.
God, can we please get one of these guys
Like-
out of here?
Like when this game came out, they made it seem like
You have high
having,
jump, right?
They made it seem like having.
I'm
a
trying to
Keyblade-
jump. I kept getting clipped.
Well, don't get clipped.
Yeah, you never want to end up on the cliff.
Just win.
yeah,
Dang.
just be good.
Just get better. But yeah, I remember this game makes it seem like having a Keyblade makes you special. When by the time you hit 3, it's like, oh yeah, anyone can have one.
Or, you know, oh, and then they show the Keyblade graveyard at the end of 2 if you get the secret ending, and it's like, whoa, it's gonna be like super cool.
Yeah.
And you get
but
to
it wasn't.
And
What the
you get
hell
to,
is that? What the hell is this?
I think it's just one of the wizards. They just turned invisible.
But it has more health.
Does it?
Yes.
Is it one of the invisible? No, those don't show up in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I mean, this is Final Mix.
That's true, but I don't think they put them in.
Try shooting fire at it.
Or run around in circles. That's fine. Don't do anything. You know.
I wanted some help. Yeah.
And now you have arrow. Yay. Hey, Donald actually did something.
Just hit it with a spell. Do something, because we're not getting anywhere. And again, I'm pretty sure the invisibles don't show. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been a great ideal way to start
Are they
this.
soldiers?
Yeah, and they were like tied together. What is?
And they didn't stay stopped for very long either.
Yeah. What is going on? What is this?
I don't know,
thing?
but like
I have no idea. That's weird.
I've
I don't
never
recall
seen this.
I don't recall this at all.
This is definitely a Final Mix thing, and dude, Donald and Goofy getting owned, and you're almost out of magic. Dude,
Yeah.
just go through the portal, get out of there, do something.
Yeah, run. Run. That's
That is-
That's the wrong way.
no, I'm
He's going to the save.
flying out to the save.
Okay.
Also, I love how it's not chasing you or hitting you. 'cause
Oh
I
no,
feel
it
like-
is.
Well, hitting you was the thing. Oh, lovely. There's.
Hey,
not-
sword. Hey, you got sword. I can't. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Even though I understand we just saved, but that thing was weird. Why was it invisible? And there's a cat trying to break in.
Fuck a cat. But not like the Shane Dawson one.
All right.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself on that one.
Oh, hey, we have an AP up. You should use that. We only have one AP up. Also, we have a bunch of torn pages, man. We could be doing Winnie the Pooh. What are we doing?
Mm.
Also, what is fire arts? Oh, okay. I don't know what it matters then.
I don't think it does.
Oh, we got Mr. U too, bro. We haven't done like any of the item synthesis,
Nope.
You're right.
and I feel like you've been killing a lot of things. So
So do we abandon this?
no.
No.
Also, you know what we should do?
Call
Call
it an episode.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm predictable, guys. I've been Chris Truex Moore,
I'm Jordan.
Kid.
and you've been watching Green Team Fails at Kingdom Hearts. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, Jesus. Why do you do this to us, Daniel? What is wrong with you, man?